Another way to solve an equation is by completing the square. And in algebra possibly, and almost certainly in algebra 2, you learned a process for how to find out what the number is that you have to add to both sides of the equation in order to complete the square. But what I'd like you to do or notice on the screen here is that when we say complete the square, there's more than one way to think about that. Okay, so I've got an x squared, this block here, representing this x squared in the equation. And then I've got these x's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them to represent this 8x in the equation. Now, if you actually had these tiles in front of you and I asked you to arrange those tiles and figure out how many of these little 1 tiles it would take in order to make a square, what I would hope that you'd realize is I need as many of these on this side of the x squared as I need on this side of the x squared. So you may remember a process whereby you took that b value and divided it by 2. I hope you see that I've taken those x tiles and divided them in 2, 4 on one side of the x and 4 on the other. And then how many of these little 1 tiles would it take to finish this square out? Well, I need 4 going this way and 4 going this way. So again, remember how I took this b and then I divided it by 2. That gave me this. And how many of these little 1s do I have? Well, I have that b over 2 squared. So that's that number that we add to the equation in order to complete the square. So in this particular problem, that's 16. So coming back to the actual process of solving the equation, I have x squared plus 8x plus 16 minus the 20 that I already had equals 0 minus 16, I'm sorry, plus 16. Because whatever I do to one side, I'd better do to the other. Realizing that the reason why I added that 16 is so that I can rewrite that x squared plus 8x plus 16 as a binomial squared. And once again, look at the diagram on the screen. What I'd hope that you'd realize is that if I have this square complete, the area of it would be x plus 4 times x plus 4, well that's x plus 4 squared. And then minus 20 equals 16. And then I continue solving the equation. So x plus 4 squared equals 36. I can take the square root of both sides of that equation. So that's x plus 4 equals positive or negative 6. Don't forget that positive or negative. And then finally, when I subtract 4 from both sides, I have x is equal to negative 4 plus or minus 6, which means x can equal 2 or negative 10.